Consider supporting RenniganEagle on Patreon for just $1 a month, like below in the description. Yo, what is up, guys? It is RenniganEagle here, and today, obviously, I am bringing you the review of Volume 1 of Bakuman. This has been long awaited by none of you, probably. I don't know. I don't care, really. So, basically, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go through the first volume to, set everything up, tell you about all the characters, everything that happens, plot lines, whatever. And then I'm going to take it 3 volumes at a time. So next time I talk about Bakuman, it'll be volumes 2, 3, and 4. And then I'll be able to just say, hey, this character and this character do this, instead of having to explain who everyone is. So this may be a long review. So bear with me for the next however many minutes this is. So yeah, basically, Bakuman is a manga series created by Takeshi Obata and Sugumi Oba. Those are the people that made Death Note. And basically, so they took what they knew about being mangaka and they made Bakuman out of it. So basically, it's about these 2 kids, Masahiro Moritaka and Akito Takagi. And basically, they're just becoming manga artists. They're in, I think it said, yeah, they're in their last year of junior high and they're being manga artists. So yeah, start off with chapter 1. Alright, so basically, starting off chapter 1, we're introduced to our first character, Masahiro Moritaka, and basically, he's talking about how, he's almost out of junior high, he's got to leave that ordinary life, go to high school, go to college, get that office job, get a wife, get a kid, that kind of stuff. So, basically, we already see this kid's outlook, he just doesn't feel it. It's not his thing. So, we cut to him, he's in class, and he's sitting behind that girl that he likes, and he's drawing her on his notepad, and, everything's normal. Then he goes home, and he's like, wait a minute, I left my math notebook at school. So he goes back, and there's this kid right here on the screen. This kid's like, hey, I stole your notebook. And he said, right here, you see that? He said, relax, it's not a Death Note, it's all good. I really like how the Death Note authors, they actually did make a reference to it. I think they make several other ones too, even in the first volume alone, which is pretty cool. So, basically, he says that the only way I'm going to give you back this book is if you team up with me and you become a manga artist. So, at this point, Masahiro, he says, no way, bro. And, the kid, his name is Akito Takagi. He's like, come on, I've seen your artistic talents, you're really good at it. Let's just do it. And then we get a whole spiel about how manga artists are just gamblers, how they don't need to do it, and how it's really hard to make it as a manga artist. But at this point, we don't exactly know why he doesn't want to do it, but we later find out he doesn't want to do it because his uncle was one and he died because he worked too hard because he was trying to get the serialization. So after a few pages of arguing, Masahiro, he's finally like, you know what, I'll think about it. So he goes home and, he thinks about it and he's like, hey, Mom, I want to be a manga artist. And his mom says, no way, bro. So, it's whatever. So, we get a flashback to Moritaka talking to his uncle, and then he gets a call from Takagi saying he's going to go to that girl that he likes. Her name is Azuki. He's going to go to Azuki's house, and he's going to confess something. So, Masahiro thinks that he likes her. So, he's like, no way, bro, I'm going with you. When they get there, he tells her that they're going to be manga artists, and she says she wants to be a voice actress. So, Moritaka says, hey man, if you become a voice actress, I'll let you be the lead in my anime when I get my anime, and then we're going to get married. And she says, okay. To all 3 of their shocks, she says, okay. So, a day or 2 later, they're taking these exams for high school entrance, and he's got to excuse himself because he's so riled up about all of this. So, after Takagi excuses himself too. So after they talk, they're like, you know what, we're actually going to do this. It's all good. So they go home and he tells his mom. His mom is like, nah. Talks to his dad. His dad says, yeah, a man needs to have his own dreams. Tells his grandpa, because his grandpa lost his son because he was a manga artist. His uncle, that was his grandpa's son. He died. So basically, his uncle died because, I don't even think it explains why, actually. It just says that he overworked himself. Like, they literally just found him dead with a pen in his hand. So his grandfather, he says, okay. And he hands him the key to his uncle's manga studio. So basically, him and Takagi go to the studio, and there's there's boxes full of manga drafts that were turned down. There's volumes of Shonen Jump lined wall to wall, figures from the manga that his uncle made. So, they begin to look around because, curiosity. They find like a huge box of all of these love letters his uncle wrote. And basically, they find out who the girl was, and the girl was Azuki's mom. So they talk to her, and she gives them some more inspiration to be manga artists. So there's that. At this point, we've covered the first 4 chapters. So basically, chapter 5 is not that important. They basically just talk about it's basically just one big how-to on how to be a manga artist. Like background catalogs for reference, G nib pens, fountain pens, inkwells, drawing effects, and drawing storyboards, that kind of stuff. But at the end of the chapter, they go to this convenience store for some food, and they find Shonen Jump volume, and they look at who won the big award. And the kid who won the big award was the same age as them. So they're all like, what? So basically, that in turn becomes their rival. They got to catch up to that kid. That kid's only 15, and he's already winning the Tezuka Awards. So, and basically the chapter ends with them talking about how that kid who won the award probably already has an editor, and he's probably already getting a series in Shonen Jump. So, chapter 7 starts, and we find out the kid's name is Eiji Nizuma, and basically they were just so messed up that a kid their age actually won the award. So while they're walking back to the studio, they pass Azuki's family on the street, and he turns around, he looks at her, and the volume says that time just stopped, and that they were on the same wavelength. They were thinking the exact same thing. So I don't know. We're gonna have to see where that goes in the further for the volumes. So we get a little cutscene kind of thing. It just takes away from the story. It's like, hey, I met her by a pool. Pretty cool. So yeah, chapter 7, basically Akito and Moritaka are hanging out on the roof of the school, and they get interrupted by one of Azuki's friends, Kaya Miyoshi. And Takagi's making small talk with her because he's trying to help a buddy out with Moritaka, trying to find out more about Azuki. So basically, she's like, hey, why are you even talking to me in the first place? And he was like, because I want to talk to you. So basically, she's like, whoa, this kid likes me. So yeah, after that, we cut to a scene of Azuki and Miyoshi and Takagi and Mashiro in the hallway. They spot each other, and they all dip away. And, Moritaka's like, hey, maybe Kaya has a crush on you. And Takagi's like, no way, that ain't true. And then the last part of the volume that's worth discussing is they make a rough draft for a manga, and they're about to send it to Shonen Jump to have it looked at by an editor. Whew, okay, so in 8 minutes and 20 seconds, I basically just went over everything that happened in Volume 1. It was a lot. I kind of scattered it up a little bit. That's my bad. So, basically, these kids want to be manga artists. He makes a vow with a girl to marry her if he gets an anime. And we get my boy Takagi over here, gets me a love interest. You know what I'm saying? So, that's about it. Review-wise, I got to give props to the assistants of these two artists right here. That house, I'm pretty sure that's done by an assistant, because that's normally what assistants do. They draw in the background sometimes, they draw in the effects, that kind of stuff. Like the art in here, it's on par with Death Note. So I love both of those artists so much. Like I'm reading Platinum End, I'm reading Bakuman, I got Death Note right here. So I obviously have a bias towards these artists, so I'm probably gonna say whatever they do is good. So yeah, I really like the art. As you can tell right here on this one, there's a lot of dialogue, and I'll be getting into all of this really shortly, so bear with me for like 2 more seconds. Alright, so real stuff. These two artists are absolutely amazing. I've read the whole series at this point, so I got no words. Like, the series itself is really good, and these two know what they're talking about. This manga is about making manga. They obviously know what they're talking about, because this is after Death Note, so they had to go through all of this stuff. And I'm pretty sure, like, most artists, they take some stuff from their lives to use in their stories. Like, Masashi Kishimoto, like, Ichiraku Ramen, that's a real place. Like, I know that throughout the volumes they talk about how most of the characters are based on someone else. So they're taking their life stories and they're just making this into it instead of writing it out and being like, hey, this is what we had to go through. They're actually making a whole story about it, and I just love that so much. Like, it took me a little while to read all 20 volumes because it gets slow at points. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it gets really slow, especially like these two authors right here. Like Sugumi Oba, there's so much dialogue in all of their works. Like, but if you get beside that, behind all that dialogue, there's really good fucking stories. Like, you can't tell me Death Note isn't good. All right, you can read Platinum End and say it's not for you, but you can't say it's bad because it's not bad. You There's a lot of people that don't like Bakuman, and I think it's a hit or miss. Like, it's either you're gonna read volume one and you're gonna love it, or you're gonna read volume one and you're gonna hate it. There's no really changing your opinion on it. You're either gonna think it's interesting or you're gonna think it's not interesting because it's not like a battle manga, so you're not gonna have any explosive fights happening. You basically just settling for this ride with these two kids making their manga. Like, that's all I gotta tell you. Like, if you're all up on battle manga, this ain't for you, like, at all. But if you up on that slice of life stuff, like Orange right there beside the volume, or Silent Voice, that slice of life stuff is definitely for you, and you definitely need to read it. Me myself, I gotta say, I'm new to this, right? I've only seen anime up to this point, so I'm reading the volumes, the source material. I only got what I got 20. I only got like 50 something volumes. Like, I only have 5 series, 3 complete series, 4 complete series. Like, I'm a new at this, so like I don't have the knowledge to say what's good manga or what's not, but I do know what good stories are, and this is definitely one of them. So like, I definitely 10 out of 10 recommend volume 1. Stick around with me for volume 2 through 4. I've been RenniganEagle. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Yo, if you made it this far, welcome to the end card. This is just me rambling a little bit. So basically, I know I've been saying I've been getting these videos out for you a while ago. You know, I just had so much crazy stuff going on. No more excuses though. I'm gonna be banging out videos left and right. I already have a whole schedule made all the way through February of the videos that I want to make. So I just want to thank you guys for actually making it this far. Drop a comment in the description. No, this is unedited too, so you know, it's whatever. Just giving it to you real. So drop a comment down in the comment section below. You know, just comment end card. That's all I need you to do. Just comment end card, and I'll just be like, you know, I'll give you a little shout out next time. You know, because I really actually do appreciate the people that actually watch my videos all the way through. And you know, I've seen a lot of you guys aren't even subscribed, so it's really cool that you guys are just clicking on my videos to begin with. So like, all I'm saying, you know, you enjoyed this video, just drop a like, drop a sub, you know, let's get to 50. Alright, that'd be cool. So, you know, it's whatever. Just comment down below. Just comment end card. That's all I need you to do. I just want to know who's actually watching all of these videos, who's actually enjoying my content all the way through. Alright, I'm RenniganEagle, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.